Here's my preview of the Baylor versus Texas men's basketball game. I tell you right now, Texas is coming off in a big-time win against Kansas, number 8 Kansas, in their last game. So we got to be prepared for war. Some players to keep an eye on are Timmy Allen. That's a 6'6", 210-pound forward. That's a senior. 11.8 points per game, 4 for 15 on threes, 60 for 84 on free throws, 6.6 rebounds per game, 2.1 assists per game, 2 turnovers per game, 1.2 steals per game. I'll leave the stats stuff in the description below. Marcus Carr is another player. 6'2", 290-pound guard. That's a senior. 11 points per game. 34 for 99 on threes. 59 for 73 on free throws. 2.2 rebounds per game. 3.5 assists per game. 2 turnovers per game. 1 steal per game. Andrew Jones is a 6'4", 190-pound guard. That's a senior. 10 points per game. 34 for 109 on threes. 37 for 44 on free throws, 2.7 rebounds per game, 1.3 steals, 1.1 turnovers per game, 1.3 fouls per game. Courtney Ramey is a 6'3", 185-pound guard. That's a senior. So you notice the top 4 guys are seniors in terms of points. 9.7 points per game, 39 for 105 on threes, 30 for 42 on free throws. 33.1 rebounds per game, 0.8 steals per game, 1.2 turnovers per game. Trey Mitchell is a 6'9", 220-pound forward. That's a junior. 9 points per game. 15 for 46 on threes, 40 for 50 on free throws, 4 rebounds per game, 1.4 turnovers per game, 0.7 blocks per game, 0.7 steals per game, 1.4 fouls per game. Christian Bishop is a 6'7", 220-pound forward. That's a senior. 6.3 points per game, 2 for 6 on threes, so he's not known as a shooter at all. 37 for 51 on free throws, 5.1 rebounds per game, 1.2 turnovers per game. Dylan Dessou is a 6'9", 225-pound forward. That's a junior. 4.6 points per game, 1 for 12 on threes, so he's not known as a shooter. 6 for 7 on free throws, 3.9 rebounds per game, 1.1 blocks per game, 0.7 steals per game, 1 turnover per game. Jace Febres is 6'5", 190-pound guard. That's a senior. 3.1 points per game, 13 for 45 on threes. So he can shoot threes, but not above 30% so far this year. 10 for 14 on free throws. Brian Cunningham is a 6'5", 210-pound forward. That's a junior, 2.4 points per game, 7 for 13 on threes. So whenever he does shoot threes, he makes a high volume, makes them, but he doesn't shoot threes that much, as you could tell. 11 for 12 on free throws, 2.2 rebounds per game, 0.7 steals per game. Dylan Askew is a 6'3", 195-pound guard. That's a sophomore, 2 points per game, 5 for 20 on threes, 7 for 13 on free throws, 0.8 turnovers per game, 0.9 steals per game. Tristan Lycon is a 185-pound guard. That's a senior. 1.5 points per game. 4 for 9 on threes. No free throws attempted, of course. Avery Benson is a 6'4", 195-pound guard. That's a senior. 0.1 points per game. 0 for 1 on threes, 1 for 2 on free throws. I tell you right now, offensively, this might be a challenge because Texas defense is in the top 10 defensively, according to Ken Palm last time, before that Kansas game. Granted, it might change, but at least a top 20 defense here. So you got to get some good ball movement. You got to be balanced scoring the ball. You got to take good shots, take care of the ball, of course, especially when you want to limit those transition points, unlike you did against Kansas, and hit the glass. And you got the size advantage against them, in the front court, if you look at the length. Granted, we don't know about LJ Cryer right now. Will he be back for that game on Saturday? Be back for the Texas game? I have no idea. But at least everybody else is back. It's just a matter of getting ready. Now, defensively, you got to limit those transition points. You got to limit points off turnovers. Of course, offensively, you need to get some transition points if you can, and points off turnovers and points in the paint, some points in the paint. Now, defensively, just slow down those shooters, shut them down, take them away, and and try to limit those drivers. And you got to stay out of foul trouble if possible. At least they're not like huge guards or anything. I mean, their tallest guard they use is like 6'5", but that guy is only 3.1 points per game. But it definitely helps. And you gotta find a way to hit. You gotta box out and not limit those. You gotta limit those second chance points. And you know how Texas beat Kansas actually? When I look at this, they had 24 points off turnovers out of 79 points. They also had 13 second chance points. So, yeah, and bench points, they had 32. Granted, they had Andrew Jones with 10 points and Trey Mitchell with 17. So, yeah. So, as you could tell, it's just two guys, really, that score. You got to be prepared for war. You got to come out with more energy than that Kansas game. And Texas is coming off of 2 top 25 wins here. A top 10 Kansas in Austin, and they beat Iowa State. I think that was at Texas. I think so. But I'll look real quick. Yeah, this is one of those things. You got to protect your home floor here. You need to find a way to win this game. Yeah, that Iowa State game was in Austin. So, yeah. But I think they're one of those teams that's better at home than on the road. But still, you got to prepare for war, especially against a rival. Anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. And I'll see you guys later. And let's get me up to 400 subscribers or more by the end of this year.